Where's Git? Hey, Git. Where's Git? Hey, Git. Good boy.
This one's nothing.
Good boy. Git.
Canine hit?
Yes, he did.
That's a good boy. That's a good dog. Ooh, that's a good boy.
What do you got?
An Italian espresso machine. The current trend is that they've been putting the narcotics inside of expensive industrial machines. Smells like fresh paint.
Yeah. The fresh paint is a big indicator that this was recently tampered with. Anything you get something that's recently been fabricated, modified, or tampered with, it's huge red flags. We're gonna cut it open, see what's in there.
This espresso machine is about 10K, 12K each piece. So I'm guessing that the smuggler think that we're not gonna open it up because it's so expensive.
There it is. Go ahead and test it.
All right, there we have it. This is crystal meth.
Where's the evidence bag? See the evidence bag?
We get a lot of crystal meth. They just put it in whatever compartment they want to put it in and seal it up. The reason why we're getting a lot of meth is that it's made in labs. It's easier to make more of it. Compared to like cocaine and other narcotics, you can make synthetics in any lab. It could be in your backyard, it could be in our backyard. They want to make sure there isn't any more in the containers, any more residue that we could get out, get a more accurate weight.
You feel good, you feel that you've done your job, and all I'm thinking is, okay, when's the next one?
Document.
¿Cómo está? ¿De dónde viene usted?
De mi casa.
¿Cuánto dinero traes?
Nada, vienen para ya recogerme
¿Para qué vienes acá?
a jugar videojuegos. En la casa de un amigo.
Está bien, entonces, cuídate.
We're at Customs and Border Protection in El Paso, Texas. This particular area is the pedestrian primary. This is the initial contact with visitors from Mexico, whether they're tourists, legal permanent residents, or United States citizens. Aquí viene para El Paso. ¿Qué lleva ahora? ¿Qué trae? Here at Pedestrian, we're looking at body language. We're looking at their answers, their itinerary.
What were you doing in Juarez?
Doctor's appointment.
What time was your appointment?
1 o'clock.
Okay, let's see. The trend here is the cartel using young people to bring in small amounts of money.
¿Dinero traes a los Estados Unidos?
No,
Nada. ¿Nada que declarar?
no.
What happens a lot is that smugglers over there, it could be drug related, alien smuggling related. They'll say, hey, we'll pay you $200. Just cross this money, give it to such and such over here. What's happening, they're not crossing with a lot of money because they know above $10,000, they have to fill out a form that gets sent to the IRS. So they think that if they bring in money below that threshold, that we won't talk to them more about it, especially young kids. U.S. citizen, right?
I'm a U.S. citizen born in California.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta go back, bro. Why are you guys holding me delayed? My bus is coming soon.
What time's your bus?
Man, what is the Greyhound have me at? I'll meet you guys there if you guys want to meet there. Santa Monica.
What time's your bus?
Soon. I gotta.
Let me see the bus ticket real quick.
You're asking for so much, you know? I gotta go to California. I am from LA.
Hey man, I'm not trying to knock that you're a U.S. citizen. You're a U.S. citizen, dude. You're gonna come in, but
Thank you. So can I come in?
not right now. Not until we're done. Okay. The picture's taken. I got your information in there. Okay. Are you carrying over $10,000 in cash, sir?
No, sir.
No. How much money are you carrying today?
Exactly like 1,020 bucks.
1,020 bucks.
40 bucks.
40 bucks.
Yeah.
What you got? What you crossing with that money, man? It's quiet.
It's like a car, so this guy showed me that he didn't have the title, so why am I gonna buy a car with no title?
You were gonna buy a car.
Yes.
What kind of car were you gonna buy?
Well, it was a DeVille.
A DeVille? You got a picture of it?
The Facebook DeVille's.
Let me see the Facebook post of the Cadillac
I already gave you
DeVille.
my information.
Let me see the Facebook
No,
post.
sir. I already gave you my information.
You gave me your information, and I
I'm a
appreciate
US
that.
citizen.
I appreciate that. But now I just need to confirm. I can tie you to the money, make sure it's yours. You say you work at where?
J&K Presents.
Okay. Do you have any documentation showing that you work
I
there?
don't gotta do that. You can say sure with the IRS where my money comes from.
We're the money pickup group in Chicago for HSI. The way these cartels operate is once they sell those narcotics, the hardest part and the most important for them is to get the money back down south. And Chicago is known as a hub to actually launder the money for these cartels. They still have their traditional methods, bulk cash smuggling it, put it in a semi-truck and driving it across the border. But it's 50-50 now where they'll still do that and then they'll also want to get their money laundered. So the cartel needs easy access to the banking systems up here in the United States. So that's where we come into play. We have access to the banking systems.
QC said he's gonna move, so he's gonna be mobile here.
The person we're gonna meet up with today contacted our undercover agent last night because the undercover agent advised him we have that capability to get their money back down south.
He's on the phone with him now. They're 20 minutes each to this location.
He has about $120,000, $150,000 that he wants laundered. We suspect is narcotics proceeds. And we're gonna go ahead and do a money pickup operation, collect the money and seize it from him. And we're gonna see where he ends up. Try to follow him all the way to a house or a business. And that way we can identify different members of the organization that are operating in the Chicago area.
I got eyes on our target. All right, we're rolling.
The target's at a mall close by. We're gonna go ahead and set up the deal for him to meet with our undercover. We're gonna head over to that area right now. Hey, Chris, just go over the safety signals for the UC.
Yeah, hands up, help.
A lot of these drug trafficking organization and members, they carry hundreds of thousands of dollars with them, and they're dropping it off to a random person they don't know. So a lot of the time, they'll have a weapon on them, so safety is extremely important while we're out there on the street.
All right, he's on the phone with the target. We're gonna move here in about 1 minute.
Where are you gonna have him park?
He's gonna do the laundromat.
Laundromat?
Yeah, no problem. It's bad over there right now. There's only like one car in that parking lot. He's comfortable. We're just gonna have to find some eyes.
No, we won't be able to. That place is just bad, man.
Target does not want to move from that address.
He might like it, but we don't have anyone there. Safety-wise, that laundromat is not good. We gotta figure out a spot.
And I guarantee if that's where he has it, he's gonna have someone watching him.
We just got an update from our undercover. He got in contact with the target who's going to drop with the money. They gave a location down here on the south side.
He likes the laundromat. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's UC's call really because he's comfortable. We're just going to have to find some eyes. Right next to the laundromat, just south of it. The next parking lot south, that's a little bit better.
We're going to try to set up in that area. I'll try to go over here across the street.
We don't want to go over and approach him and let him know that law enforcement's looking at him. So we're just going to stick to the game plan.
She's going to be in a dark gray car.
So that's our truck.
UC's already in place, bro. I think we're solid.
The parking lot we're looking at right now, that's where the undercover is going to meet with the drug trafficker, and he's going to hand him off the bag of cash. The main reason we want to seize this money is that's where it hurts the most. The cartel needs that money to be laundered back down south. That's how they're going to buy all their vehicles, pay all their employees. We seize the money from the cartels, and they won't have the means to actually buy and provide for their organization.
We got a vehicle pulling in now.
Oh, there it is.
Large SUV, four-door. It's pulling right next to the UCV. All right, driver's side door is open. It's pulling out some type of package. I think this is it. Location is out. Target is out. He's walking. Just getting into the passenger side of the UCV. All right, I think he's walking back now.
The target handed the bag over to the undercover inside his vehicle and got back into the silver vehicle that he initially arrived in.
Our target vehicle is now on the move again.
We have possession of the money, and we have surveillance units following the drug trafficker over the next few days. Try to ID where he lives, stash houses, other potential drug trafficking members or associates that he works with. We need to get him to cooperate, or if he doesn't want to, he'll be arrested at that time. Now we're heading to meet up with a team who has the cash. We have a K-9 on standby. Hopefully he will confirm the presence of narcotics on the money, and that will just further validate that it came from drug trafficking proceeds.
Sir,
So you got nothing showing that that money belongs to you.
It's in my hands. Bro, you're wasting my time, bro. I want to go. I gotta catch my plane ticket, bro. And
Your plane or bus ticket? What is it? Greyhound or
I gotta
American
catch a
Airlines?
bus or a plane now. Whatever's available now.
Yeah. You want to be acting all rowdy, man?
I don't know what to do. I'm trying to like.
And all I'm asking is, let me see the Facebook post because you were the one who said you were going to buy a car from Facebook. And you were excited about the DeVille, dude. And I said, well, let me see the picture of it. And you said, well, you started freaking out. That's weird. Well, I can recognize when something is right and something is not quite right. And you're kind of fitting in the not quite right because you're the only one that's freaked out today about showing a Facebook post.
I thought it was just gonna be quick. I usually come in and out.
Well, it's not quick today because you're not showing me a doggone Facebook post. That's all you got to do. Let me see the car. What color is it?
Great.
What year is it?
2001.
You see how easy that was? How much is the car?
1,000. They wanted 1,200, but I asked for 1,100, and because I told them, well, look, there's things like up with the car, like the light header was out, the what's it called, the license plate light wasn't working. Like I was trying to drop it down, so they said 1,000 flat. And I said, where's the title? They didn't have no title, so I said, hey, I'm not gonna buy it without no title, no sell.
All right, man, we're just gonna go in there, ask you a few more questions, dude, and you'll be on your way, okay? Let's go. So all I'm trying to do at this point is just tie him to the money. Before we go in the back, we're just gonna check you for any weapons, okay? I'm not saying that he's guilty or anything like that. I mean, it's either his money or
someone's telling them to cross the money. It's either drug money or alien smuggling. Either way, it would be considered illicit proceeds.
So we're gonna run a pallet of these, and then we're gonna run all these right here. The day we got lookouts for suppressors, signal jammers, pill press dyes, and synthetic drugs. We run everything through the X-ray, and then we take a look at it. These are lookouts for signal jammers. Shipments get referred for examination by various factors. It could be origin, where it's coming from, where it's going, the commodity description, the weight. We have a targeting unit monitoring all cargo that's entering the United States and going outbound. What about this one? For the suppressor?
¿So no es nada?
No, it's just art supplies.
One lookout.
That's for the pill press?
Yeah, lookout.
Does it feel like a pill press? So nada. This one's nothing. Oh, you are good.
All right.
We're just missing the lookout for narcotics. Oh, wow.
Anomaly coming our way.
It's a white crystallized substance, similar to meth. Yeah. Gonna test it out. Okay, so it's dimethyl pentylone hydrochloride.
Street name, bath salts. It's a stimulant, a Schedule 1 narcotic.
Schedule 1, there's no medical use for it. Highly addictive.
Let's go weigh it. How much do you think it is?
4 kilos?
Each bag's probably about a kilo.
Yeah.
4.02. I will send all the information, shipper, consignee, weight, what it actually is, to HSI and see if they'll accept. We give them 48 hours. If they don't accept it, then we go ahead and seize it and turn it over seized property for destruction.
When he got in with the box, did he confirm it was 120?
No, he confirmed the 112 and a half, so 125.
Perfect.
This is how you package it, disguise it. Like if you were to do a regular traffic stop, you wouldn't know the difference. You would think he just came from the grocery store. So it's stacked all the way to the bottom with, looks like a bunch of 20s. This one has a bunch of hundreds with some fruit snacks covering it up. So right now what we're gonna do is we'll just hide it a little bit. We'll have the canine come and make sure that there's narcotics on the money so we can tell that it's from narco proceeds. We'll let the canine do its job right now and we'll see if it hits.
Dog's hitting.
Oh boy.
So after this, we'll take it and we'll put in our evidence.
Streetwise, that's probably equivalent to multiple kilos of cocaine, heroin, and meth, depending on what narcotic the organization deals with. So this puts a little dent in their organization. The other crew is going to identify where the target who dropped the money off to us lives, and then we'll investigate him further from there.
All right, and then just stand at the wall for me right there, okay? Right here. Just call him in. He said he went to buy a car in Juarez from Facebook, and he said that they didn't have a title or anything like that, so he didn't buy it. And he didn't want to show me on his phone like a Facebook page.
So basically from the subject, I need him to prove that the money is not for illegal proceeds. If he has bank accounts, direct deposit from his job, if there's anything he can prove, the money's legit, that's all we need to know, and he's gonna be down the road. So why are you here today?
So I had originally, it all started with just, well, I'm carless and I'm homeless as well too. So yes, I've been asking money from everyone, mom, dad, anyone that I could just simply cash app to me. And finally caught up to have at least 1,000, 100, 200. And so I went to look for cars. Well, I love Cadillacs. I'm a Cadillac dude.
Yeah,
Cadillacs
of course.
Cadillacs ain't cheap, especially the ones that I like. I like DeVille's. I love DeVille's, Cadillac DeVille's. So I found one over here in Juarez, black. Of course, I love black. All black, it looked like a pimp car, you know?
How did you manage to get that money to buy the vehicle?
Well, like I said, I'm homeless, so I'm asking mom for money. I'm asking people for money.
So if I bring your phone, you're able to show me?
What are you trying to review?
Where the money comes from?
Where the money came from?
Yes. One of the red flags is that he traveled from Los Angeles to El Paso. So, in my opinion, I think he came to make easy money.
The only thing that's involved with cash on my phone is Cash App. But if you're gonna go all the way around the world and try to take my phone, it's like, nah, it just goes to my Cash App where I'm trying to show you where only the proof is at, because the proof is just on the Cash App. So are you gonna just go to Cash App or are you gonna go all over the world?
No, Cash App, probably your last 5 messages. Nothing else.
There you go. I accept your deal.
Cash App, right?
Cash App. I think there's even like a signal where it shows like all transactions have been sent to you. And what day and what time.
Okay, so I mean, like I said, we're being straight up, right? Right. So for example, those 3.
Those, I have no clue about. Those messages that my brother uses my phone. I like to go to Mexico. I do. I like girls.
Obviously, here, that's
those guys.
undocumented people, correct?
No.
I mean, they're transporting people.
I'm not sure they're documented. I don't even know who they are.
The subject's phone, he had over, I want to say over 10 videos, you know, proof of lives. Proof of life is basically an agreement the smuggler makes with the family member of the subject. So once that person has crossed the border safely, they take a video, they say their nationality, the date of birth, their name. And once that video is sent to their family members, then the family members make payment.
I don't know about documented people.
That's people saying they already made it into the US. They're seeing the date and the time, right?
They just said they're in El Paso.
In El Paso, and saying the time correct.
They said their names and the time because they said that they just needed. I wanted to know their name because I didn't know who they are. But what is the video gonna prove where money came from? The Cash App shows you where money came from.
Cash App is used in smuggling because they can create fake accounts and they can just send money one way, receive money the other way without even touching it. So in order for them to avoid all this, they do it through Cash App. I mean, it's obvious that you either transport people or pick up people and get paid for that. Have you ever been caught for alien smuggling?
Yeah, I have a record. I do.
Oh, you do? Well, there's the proof. There's the proof.
That doesn't prove. Okay, yes, because my record. Yes.
I mean,
But
the proof is there. You already got popped once, no, for that? You know the deal, right?
I do.
So the thing is, at this point, right, your money gets seized. You have a month. You prove the money's yours. You get it back.
I got 30 days to prove it in jail.
Well, you're not gonna be in jail.
I'm not going to jail.
You're not going to jail.
I'm just well, bro. Like I don't got no way to go home. I want to be homeless in the street, bro. Just give me a bed for the night, bro. What the? I don't live here. And I just proved it through my cash apps right there too. And that's what you wanted was to prove it to you. You think a couple of people, illegal aliens, I worked, and that's $1,000 is not what they get paid.
Of course not.
So you're telling me I got paid $1,000 for those videos?
Well, I don't know how much you got paid.
So I guess I probably gotta go back to making more, bro. Cause man, like, just lost $1,000. But it's cool, dog. Like, I'm not even tripping, dog. Like, you know, you take it out, you take a bigger win, like you bounce back. You know, this ain't the first time I lost a rack, and it ain't the last time. You know, yeah, I'm not gonna give up. Like this just starts the fight. You know.
Why?
This is the streets versus the feds. You know, at the end of the day, it's the streets versus the feds.
All right, let's go. Come on.
I'm sorry.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. You're good, bro. Right there.
Right now, we're gonna head to one of our targets. He's a Chinese national who's involved in money laundering. We initiated a case on him back in 2018. We were following them, we did constant surveillance, and then they kind of just disappeared. They left the Chicago area. And right now, we got intel that they're back in Chicago. So we're gonna go set up on them.
They got like 3 parking spots towards the Mahjong place, so I'm just parking one of those.
All right, I'm coming to you guys right now. The team was out all morning and then finally located his car, and they now have him sitting in a Mahjong parlor gambling. And so we are finally gonna find him after multiple years and hopefully bring him into custody.
We've hit him a couple times before, so he knows some of us. 10-4.
This individual came in basically on our radar back in 2018 in a money laundering case that we were working. We started to see a dramatic drop in the number of Colombian and Mexican-based money pickups, as we call it, flow of funds. And we could not figure it out. And then it wasn't until we identified an individual down in Guadalajara and was responsible for putting the cartels of Chicago and the Chinese community together. The Chinese community had the capacity to, just with a couple clicks of the mouse, move the money from one account in China to another and then do a cash payout instantly to the cartels. Next thing you know, we have Chinese nationals meeting with, you know, Sinaloa cartel guys and receiving $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 in bulk cash in a suitcase. And so when we finally understood that, we were able to infiltrate.
The target that we're gonna do surveillance on now, we know they did at least $1 million worth of laundering. And right now, they think things are cooled back down and the law enforcement's not on them. They'll come back to what they know, which is Chicago, and back doing the same things they were doing, laundering money. So right now, we're set up for surveillance on the target. He'll go to the Mahjong place easily for 4, 5, 6 hours a day.
So that's the silver gray Beamer right over there on the right.
They've got his car identified in the parking lot. So unfortunately right now it's a waiting game.
We intercepted a machine. We had some intelligence on that it possibly had narcotics in it.
You're gonna start running canine? Yeah, he's gonna do it now. That's a positive alert.
That's right. There we go. Canine alerted, so they gave us a positive hit that there is narcotics in there. It was manifested as a mixer, but when you're looking at it, the wiring wasn't attached. It smelled like fresh paint. There's a lot of signs that we look for of tampering that give away that is not what it's manifested as. There's gonna be a weak point on you. You're gonna get a fizz, right?
Yeah.
Can you see if it went through? There you go. There you go. Right there.
A moment of truth.
Oh yeah. See those crystals? Yeah.
Hold on. Here we go. Crystal methamphetamine.
There you go. It's right there.
Test with the Gemini.
There it is.
Oh.
Crystal meth.
Crack it open and see how much we got in there.
We're gonna take it to a place with better ventilation. We have no idea where the access panel is, where to take it apart from. But once we discover that it is loaded with narcotics, then it's a free-for-all. Magnetic portion.
We came across a layer of about 3 inches of magnets, which is kind of unheard of.
Take it out, let them keep going.
Let's make a second layer, right?
It's like 2 layers of metal there.
Under the magnets, we actually have a layer of lead. So this organization that is packing these is sparing no expense to try and circumvent our inspection technology.
We're gonna cut in there and then get it from there. They do all these things, so of course, if we run it through the x-ray, we would not be able to see that. So they know how we operate, they know what we're looking for, so that's why they do these things.
You can see it. You can do it right here.
Bring another one on this side, lift it up.
Oh, hold on. You got a whole bunch of pistols right here.
Oh, completely loaded.
I was questioning him about the alien smuggling, and he said it's only $1,000. I mean, a lot more than that. So I don't know. We can get him to sign and get him out of here.
Yeah, you can get him out of here.
him yelling, kicking the door, banging on the windows. It may be an act, it may not be an act. You know, we are not medical professionals that we can make the determination that maybe he's having a mental episode. Our concern is just to calm him down, keep him safe, do our jobs, seize the money, and release him and get him out the door.
Relax. Relax before you start hyperventilating. Okay? Relax. Let us do our job, and you'll be released.
What he want? Well, it's because he's saying that he's homeless. Say he's homeless. He has no place to go. Where you're taking his money.
How much is it? 1,040. Or give him 100.
So he was claiming that it cost $95 for him to get back onto a bus, back to California where he came from. So he was given $100 as a humanitarian. Okay, are you gonna calm down so I can give you $100? Because look what you were doing to your wrist. Yes?
And I promise you I'll be out here and I'll be healthy.
I'm gonna give you your phone and everything back. I'm gonna give you $100. I'm gonna walk you out. But you gotta walk out calmly on your own with no issues.
¿Va a portar bien?
Gracias a Dios.
¿Estás bien, morrillo? ¿Eh? Tú ahora puedes arreglar tu vida. Te dije, todo va a estar bien. He has been released. It's administrative procedures, so we just took the money. He's gonna receive a letter in 30 days, you know. If he can prove the money's legit, he'll get it back. If not, we're gonna seize it.
I'm going back to Mexico right now. Yeah, tomorrow.
So much for that bus.
Where is he going?
He said I'm going back to Mexico.
I'm going back to Mexico tonight.
He was cool though, right? Like, he walked out.
It's a game for them, right? So they've gone through the process. They know what questions we ask, what we're gonna do, what we're gonna ask for, what we're gonna look for. So definitely we might see him again. And now that we have him on record, right away when he comes into primary, now he'll have a hit. So we'll be able to see that what happened here today.
I got good eyes on the car. Still there, didn't move yet.
We've got multiple people watching the car right now and keeping an eye on the entrance to the business. My team is investigating this guy because he was the individual within the Chinese community that was actually meeting with members of the cartel. He's well over $1 million that he's moved for the cartel, and that's just out of Chicago.
I'll jump behind him once he pulls out, and once I see he makes that right.
All right.
So we're just getting everyone in position to be able to follow him away once he does leave. If it's anything like previous surveillances, he should be leaving within the next hour.
Plan is we're just gonna stop him, see if he wants to cooperate, give him one last shot.
A lot of these individuals that we approach, we want their cooperation. And so if we approach him in the middle of the business and everyone sees that he's just been arrested, his chances of cooperating are drastically reduced. We're hoping he doesn't stay out here all night, but unfortunately they dictate the time frames. And so, you know, the individual, we're live.
All right, target's at the door, looking around. Get ready to go. Welcome back to his car. Driver's seat. Reverse plate. It's pulled off. Copy. Go tap, go tap.
The team is going to effect a traffic stop on this target. The biggest concern always is the safety of our guys.
Yeah, he's going left. I got good eyes on the car. Moving in, take him down right now. Go, 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 go. I got him at the stop sign.
So after about 10 hours, we finally got a hold of the guy that's been evading us all day. We were able to apprehend him without incident. So, how's it going? What's he gonna do?
Doing pretty well. I think he's gonna cooperate with us. So we're gonna go take him back to the local PD, see what he has to say.
Good, good.
We just arrested him. We'll take him and process him. He'll go in front of the judge, and then all throughout there, it's gonna be in the court's hands.
Today was a good day for the team. We ripped over $100,000 in one op earlier, and we finally arrested this individual that we've been looking at for a while. He may not be the CEO of the money laundering organization, but he's an integral part, and he's the guy that is moving the money day in and day out for these organizations. So it's a good day for HSI and a good day for Chicago.
Oh, wow. There's a pretty substantial one. Have you got another one on this side to lift it up?
We just had to cut into it. We cut off the layers, took off the magnets, cut in there again, and just, I guess, hard labor, not giving up.
That's a large quantity. There's Breaking Bad right there.
I didn't expect the whole thing to be loaded like that, so it was a surprise. It was packed in really tight.
Let me take them out. If some of them are ripping the bone, be like, if I want to rip, just hold it up here.
There's always that risk of us cutting into a bag, making dust. The officers they're wearing N95 masks, and we're using respirators every step of the way for everyone who's in the vicinity of this.
Okay, we're clear.
So let's put this on the scale and see how much we have.
This is the biggest narcotics seizure that we've had here at LAX and that I've been part of, so it feels good. I wasn't gonna give up. I knew I was like, I have to get it today. I knew that we were gonna get it today. It was just a matter of how long it was gonna take, but yeah, we just have to have the right tools to be able to cut through everything that they put. If they can build it, we can take it apart. It's that simple.
Drugs, they're horrible. So it gives me satisfaction because how many people did we stop from possibly overdosing? And how many young kids that this was like their first drug that they were gonna use? So we stopped 550 kilos from hitting the streets. To me, that's insane. Totally rewarding.